Welcome to Peak Nutrition Picks, where science meets results. Let's find the supplements that actually work.
If you've ever dumped a scoop of pre-workout into your shaker and felt nothing but jittery and let down 20 minutes later, you already know most of these products don't back up their marketing. I went through the actual ingredient panels, the real milligram counts, and the lab-tested claims on 5 of the most talked about pre-workouts on the market right now. One of these skips creatine completely on purpose, and it still ends up being the top pick. Let's start at number 5. Number 5. Nutricost Pre-Workout Complex Powder. Nutricost built its whole reputation on stripping the fluff out of supplements and selling them cheap, and this pre-workout follows that exact playbook. Each serving carries 200 milligrams of caffeine, which lands right in that sweet spot of a strong coffee without tipping into overkill. It's built around beta-alanine, taurine, L-citrulline, and N-acetyl L-tyrosine, a combination aimed at endurance and focus rather than one giant stimulant hit. It's also made in an NSF-certified, GMP-compliant facility and goes through third-party testing. So what's on the label is what's actually in the tub, which matters a lot in a category where that isn't always true. A 60-serving container means you're not restocking every few weeks either. Now, the honest limitation here is transparency at the milligram level. Nutricost publishes its full ingredient list, but it doesn't break out exact clinical doses for beta-alanine or citrulline the way some of the pricier options on this list do. So you're trusting the brand's third-party testing more than you're verifying individual dose sizes yourself. It also skips creatine, betaine, and the nootropic add-ons like alpha-GPC that show up further up this list. If you're chasing a maximum stimulant, everything dosed to the gram formula, this isn't that product. Where this lands is as the entry point. If you're new to pre-workout, unsure whether you even like the ritual of it, or just don't want to spend real money finding out, this is a completely reasonable place to start. It won't wow anyone who's already run through the higher-end stuff on this list, but it does exactly what a 200 milligram caffeine formula is supposed to do, and it does it at a price that doesn't punish you for experimenting. Number 4. Optimum Nutrition, Gold Standard Pre-Workout. Optimum Nutrition didn't become one of the biggest names in sports nutrition by accident, and Gold Standard Pre-Workout is their answer to the crowded pre-workout shelf. Each scoop delivers 175 milligrams of caffeine alongside 3 full grams of creatine monohydrate, which is the clinically studied dose shown to support strength and muscle gains over time. There's also beta-alanine in the mix for that tingling, endurance-supporting effect. This product has racked up close to 45,000 ratings on Amazon and holds a 4.4 out of 5, with more than a few buyers specifically calling out that it delivers steady energy without the jitters or the crash a lot of stim-heavy products cause. Here's where you need to pay attention though. There's a completely different product also sold under the Gold Standard name called Gold Standard Pre-Workout Advanced, and it is not the same formula. That version jumps to 300 milligrams of caffeine and 6 grams of citrulline in a 20-serving tub. If you order the wrong one, expecting the smoother, lower stim version, you're going to have a rough surprise. Also worth noting, at 1.6 grams, the beta-alanine dose here sits below what some competitors on this list are running, so the tingling sensation and endurance support will be noticeably milder. For anyone whose main goal is straightforward strength and muscle building, and who wants to fold creatine into their pre-workout instead of taking it separately, this is a genuinely well-built, well-priced option from a brand with a long track record. Just make sure you're clicking the standard version, not the advanced one, unless you specifically want the higher stimulant load. Before we get further up the list, keep in mind that a bigger caffeine number doesn't automatically mean a better product. The next 2 entries prove that in opposite directions. Number 3. Coast Legend V4. Ghost built its whole brand around flavor collaborations you'd never expect from a supplement company. Think Welch's Grape and Sonic branded drinks, and Legend is the pre-workout that made that reputation possible. The current V4 formula runs 300 milligrams of natural caffeine per serving, which is a meaningful step up from a standard cup of coffee. It's built around L-citrulline for pumps, beta-alanine, 2.5 grams of betaine anhydrous, L-tyrosine, and senective, and Ghost publishes a fully transparent label with 0 proprietary blends. So every one of those numbers is right there on the tub. The catch worth flagging is that Ghost also sells a completely separate product called Legend All Out, which pushes total caffeine up to 400 milligrams using a blend of caffeine anhydrous and an extended release form. That's a meaningfully different, more intense product. And if you go looking for Ghost Legend online, you will run into both. Confusing the two means you could end up with double the stimulant load you were expecting. It's also worth setting expectations on price. Ghost typically runs toward the higher end of the pre-workout shelf, so check the current listing before you commit, since exact pricing shifts often on Amazon. If you want a pre-workout that actually feels strong, tastes like something you'll look forward to, and comes from a brand that's fully upfront about every ingredient it uses, Legend earns its spot in the middle of this list. Just be deliberate about which version lands in your cart. Number 2. Legend Pulse. Legion-built Pulse, around an idea that's rare in this industry. Dosing every ingredient at the top of its clinically effective range and putting every number on the label. Each serving carries a full 8 grams of L-citrulline malate, 3.6 grams of carnosine beta-alanine, 2.5 grams of betaine anhydrous, 350 milligrams of caffeine, and an equal 350 milligrams of L-theanine to smooth out that caffeine, so you get focus instead of a jittery spike. 300 milligrams of alpha-GPC rounds it out for mental sharpness. It's also naturally sweetened, contains no artificial dyes, and is manufactured in an ISO 17025 accredited lab, meaning the equipment used to measure these doses is independently verified for precision. The trade-off is cost. Pulse runs around $2.25 per serving, which is noticeably more than the budget options earlier on this list, and each container only holds 20 servings, so you're going to be reordering sooner than you'd like if you use it consistently. It's also worth knowing upfront that Pulse deliberately leaves out creatine, so if you were hoping to combine your creatine and pre-workout into one scoop, this isn't built for that. What you're paying for here is precision. Every dose in Pulse sits at or near the upper end of what research actually supports. Nothing is hidden behind a proprietary blend, and the 350 milligrams of theanine paired with 350 of caffeine is specifically designed to cut down on the crash. If you're a serious lifter who wants maximum stimulant output without sacrificing a clean label, this is one of the strongest formulas on the market. Number 1. Transparent Labs. Bulk pre-workout Transparent Labs earned its name by refusing to hide behind proprietary blends, and Bulk is the clearest example of that philosophy. It carries 8 grams of citrulline malate at the 2-to-1 ratio, which is the highest dose in the entire Transparent Labs pre-workout lineup, 4 full grams of beta-alanine, 2.5 grams of betaine anhydrous, 300 milligrams of alpha-GPC, and 200 milligrams of organic caffeine sourced from green coffee beans. Every single ingredient sits at a full clinical dose. Nothing is diluted to hit a price point. Garage Gym Reviews tested more than 100 different pre-workout formulas and ranked Bulk as their top overall pick, giving it a 4.8 out of 5. Here's the one thing that trips people up. Bulk intentionally does not include creatine. Transparent Labs' stated reasoning is that creatine absorption doesn't need to happen pre-workout, so they'd rather you take it separately than force it into this formula. That's a deliberate design choice, not an oversight. But if you were expecting an all-in-one creatine plus pre-workout scoop, you'll need to add creatine on your own. The 200 milligrams of caffeine is also more moderate than Legion Pulse or Ghost Legend, so if you specifically want the biggest possible stimulant hit, this sits a notch below those two on raw energy. But if what you actually want is the most fully dosed, most transparent formula on the market, tested and ranked above 100 competitors, Bulk earns the top spot. Every number on that label is at or near the ceiling of what research supports, and that consistency is exactly why it takes the number 1 spot on this list. Recap and closing. So here's how this breaks down by what you actually need. If you're just starting out or watching your budget, go with Nutricost. If your main goal is building strength and you want creatine built into your scoop, Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard is your pick. If you want strong energy and flavors you'll actually look forward to, Ghost Legend delivers that. If you're a serious lifter chasing maximum stimulant output with a completely clean label, Legion Pulse is built for exactly that. And if you want the single most fully dosed, most transparent formula on the market, Transparent Labs Bulk takes the top spot. Links to every product on this list are right below this video. If this helped you figure out which pre-workout is actually worth your money, drop a like and subscribe for more breakdowns just like this one.
Where science nutrition picks. Welcome to Peak. Let's find the supplements that actually work.